So, we've all heard it said, and many of us have certainly thought it. 2020 is the worst year ever. But it's not. Hey guys, this is your host Nakasha, mental health consultant. This channel is all about mental health. And in each video, I give you guys tips on how you can be intentional in improving your mental health and well-being in order to achieve the vision you have for your life. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about COVID-19 and how to manage the anxiety associated with it, but more specifically, how to manage the anxiety that's associated with being in lockdown. Now, in talking about this pandemic, we can't ignore the significant toll that it's taken on our society. Countless lives have been lost, and until you've lost a loved one, you can't truly grasp the weight of that. Among those that have contracted and recovered from the virus, many still live with the residual symptoms and impacts to their health. Businesses have closed, and when you've made a significant emotional, financial, and time investment into your business to see it grow and then to see it close during this pandemic, that is a truly painful experience. So we have truly felt a significant adverse impact from this virus. But today what I want to talk to you guys about is the flip side of the coin. The other part of this pandemic that we're not talking about, that we're not hearing about on the news, a part of it that truly deserves our attention. And that is the time and opportunity that has been afforded to us as a direct result of this pandemic. So let's take a moment and think about what life was like before the pandemic. Many of us were working jobs that we didn't even really like. So granted, even if you didn't like your job, it was your source of income, your livelihood. So losing a job and not knowing when you may find another certainly is stressful. But I really want us to consider again what life was like before the pandemic. If before the pandemic you were working a job that you didn't like, do you really want to go back to that normal? The normal where you worked the same job day in and day out, resenting every moment of it. Or maybe you didn't hate your job. Maybe your normal was comfortable, but you also didn't see a way out. So you resigned yourself to routine. What I want to suggest to you guys is that maybe this pandemic represents an opportunity for a new normal that you have created, an opportunity to design your life. If you didn't have a vision for your future before, perhaps it's an opportunity to create a vision now. Maybe it's an opportunity to discover new interests, develop new skills, build on existing ones. Maybe there was a course you wanted to take, a program in school, and you just didn't have the time. But maybe this is your opportunity to take that course to change the course of your life. Maybe you wanted to focus on your health and fitness, maybe to lose weight or to just get healthy overall. This is your opportunity to do that, to get COVID fit. Yes, the economy has plummeted. Many have lost their jobs, many have had a reduction in their hours and their earnings, but not everyone has seen a reduction in their earnings. Some have actually seen an increase in their earnings. Some are actually thriving in this pandemic. Some are gaining a lot from this pandemic. Even if it's not monetary, some are gaining new knowledge, new skills. But what's so different? What's different about those that have been able to gain versus what they have lost? We're all in the same pandemic, so we're all facing the same societal factors. What's different about those that have gained in comparison to what they have lost is a difference in focus. We cannot change that this pandemic has occurred. We cannot change the societal factors, the societal toll. We have no control over that. We become anxious when we focus on what we've lost, and we focus on the societal toll when we focus on the unknown of what's going to happen, whether it's with health or finances, that's where our anxiety comes from. I also want to highlight one other point. As adults, from when we enter the workforce, we work the rest of our lives until we retire. For many, it's going to be around the age of 65 or just at some point towards the latter part of their lives. So unless we are teachers where we get maybe a little summer break, 2 months before you go right back into the working world, or let's say you're a stay-at-home parent that takes time from the workforce in order to parent, you're still working. The work you're doing at home and caring for your children is certainly not any easier than the work you'll be doing out in the workforce. So we are typically working a large chunk of our lives, okay? And even for those who are experiencing unemployment, they're spending countless hours job hunting, okay? So they're working even if there isn't an income coming in from that immediately. So this is an opportunity where you're getting a break from the workforce. And not only that, but if you're living in a country like Canada or a country that has a strong social support net, you are not only getting this break, but you're also having all or at least a large chunk of your income provided for by the government. Now, you can now decide how to use that time. It's okay to take time to just relax and watch Netflix and movies and TV and, relax on the couch and eat some snacks. It's okay to do that. But you really want to consider, what are you doing in terms of where are you spending the majority of your time? Are you spending the majority of your time doing that? If you are, how are you feeling at the end of it? Sure, you're getting to relax for a little bit, but where's your mind going afterwards? For a lot of people, when they've now been pulled themselves out of routine and a way of, being productive or of learning, even though they're having those moments of enjoyment and relaxation, once they're done, their mind is just anxious. It's preoccupied with all of these thoughts of, what am I gonna do if I, don't find work soon, if this pandemic doesn't end, if things don't reopen, if I can't make some money. So they're back to feeling so much anxiety. So that break that they had, because they didn't limit it to a small amount of their time, they're feeling all this anxiety and they're starting to feel a lot of hopelessness and helplessness about their future. Use this time that you have because you will not get it again. You can think about, the anxiety of not knowing when you'll find work again, which you can't do anything about, or you can think about this as an extended vacation, a coronacation, if you will. Use that time that is yours. Do with it what you will. Life is all about choices. This is an opportunity to make the choice to look beyond this temporary situation and make the choices that will benefit your life long term. Now, right now, you may be thinking, that is great information, Nakasha. I'm really feeling what you're saying, but I really don't know where to start. My motivation is low. I feel so anxious. I feel so stressed. I don't even know how to get started. If that's the case, I want you to click on the link below, because below I have created a second part to this video where I'm actually going to give you guys some tips on how to get started, some specific strategies to get your mind there where you can focus on creating a vision for your life, designing your life to what you want it to be, getting yourself out of that feeling of being stuck. So if that's what you're looking for, please click the link below and watch that. And I'm confident that if you follow these tips, you're going to notice a change in your level of anxiety because you're going to feel a greater sense of control in your life. Okay guys, if you enjoyed this video, please click the like button. If you know anyone in your life who's really feeling stuck right now, feeling very anxious because of this pandemic, please share this video with them. And also guys, don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notifications. That way when I release videos like this and a wealth of other videos covering mental health and well-being, you'll be aware of it and you can see it as it launches. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you at the next video.